Good morning. Come in, y'all have a seat. I'm grabbing my water next. I know I'm running late as usual. Let me speak, y'all. Good morning, Diane Duncan. Good morning, Blue Queen, Raw Black, Wade, folks up in the sky. As y'all come in. Don't forget that don't trust your water just in case I talk longer than what I'm playing. Oh, well, let's get to it. My magic number is 20. That's all I need to start with. Hey, Lady Nika. Let me put this up here. Hey, Raw Black. Thank you, Lady Nika. Y'all see I'm finna do my little story like I always want to talk about the little news first. Then I got to get into the YouTube stuff because I got questions. You know, I got questions. I just be hearing little stuff and a lot of it I just don't understand. You know, some stuff just don't make sense. Some stuff just don't make sense to me at all. Okay? But let's discuss Sharon Osbourne finally getting her racist self off. I don't know if she's really getting the boot behind the scenes or she's quitting. Okay? Let's see what the Yahoo got to say about it first. I like talking about two different news outlets because everybody gives different information. Let's see what she's talking about. Sharon Osbourne leaving her talk following accusations of racism. Y'all know I talked about this last week. You know, the whole Cheryl Underwood stuff and beginning of it when she was taking up for her friend that walked off the set because he was upset all about what the Queen, the Meghan and Harry said. So, you know, I'm talking about Morgan. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So they both racist as far as I'm concerned, but it is what it is. Let me see. Sharon Osbourne is leaving the talk after almost 11 years. Osbourne, one of the original hosts of daytime staple that debuted up here, because I don't know how to pronounce it, debuted in 2010. Y'all know what I'm saying? Debuted. Anyway, in 2010, has been embroiled in controversy since she defended her friend Piers Morgan take down of Meghan Markle following her Prince Harry's explosive sit down with Oprah Winfrey earlier this month. There's a lot of words I can't pronounce just right. I don't know if the accent or what, like the word few, F-E-W. I don't know how to pronounce that good either. I really don't. Some words, you know how we just pronounce it different, because it's somebody, that we support each other on here. He be saying he don't know how to say truth. He'll say, I told the truth. I've been noticing a lot of different words he say, but he really don't know how to say it. But anyway, I don't want to go that way. I'm on that way. But anyway, so let me finish. Anyway, after Morgan slammed Markle on his own show, Good Morning Britain, to the point that he was confronted by a colleague, he stormed off set and left for good. Osbourne then engaged in a heated conversation on the Talk with co-host Sharon Underwood about whether Morgan had been racist. Now, on Twitter, Sharon Osbourne put, "At Pierce, I am with you. I stand by you. People forget that you're paid for your opinion and that you're just speaking your truth. People are paid for their opinion, but not to be racist." And that's true. That's your opinion. But when you say something racist or something way to the left, people are going to pick that apart and discuss it. Anyway, Osbourne issued a public apology to anyone of color that I offended, as the network put the show on hiatus and announced that it would contact an internal review of the matter. For her to leave the show, and I'm thinking they're giving her the boot behind the scenes, that's not her first time being racist. It's just not. But anyway, she wrote, "After some reflection, after sitting with your comments and sitting with my heart, I would like to address discussing on the Talk this past Wednesday. I have always been embraced with so much love and support from the Black community, and I have deep respect and love for the Black community. To anyone of color that I offended, and or to anyone that feels confused or let down by what I said, I am truly sorry. I panicked, felt blindsided, got defensive, and allowed my fear and horror of being accused of being racist take over. There are very few things that hurt my heart more than racism, so to feel associated with that spun me fast. I am not perfect. I am still learning like the rest of us and will continue to learn, listen, and do better." That's what she wrote. But anyway, enter Holly Robinson Peete, a former co-host on the show, who alleged that Osbourne once referred to her as too ghetto. Now, we saw that on the TV a while back on the talk show. She did use the word ghetto freely. Peete, who is Black, was backed by Leah Remini, another former co-host on the show. Osbourne said she hadn't said the word. But see, Leah heard it when she said that. And y'all know how I say how we might play with other races. Well, I don't, but some people play it, especially young folks. The other races saying the word, "Oh, nigga, what's up?" Not like that. And then if you say it too much and you got other friends, Caucasian, Spanish, or whatever, well, they feel comfortable enough to start saying it. But people will say, "Well, if we said, why can't they say it?" Because when they say it, they serious. And they might say it in a joking way. If they're mad at you, then they can say it in a joking way for us to think, oh, they just playing. And it just don't sound right coming from them. It sounds different coming from them. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that's just how I feel. It just don't sound right coming from a Caucasian playing with me about the nigger this, the nigger that. And that's just the way I feel. Because I can tell my own people playing and they use it for slang talk and all like this. All the rest of it can be undercover. Anyway, the former reality star then faced fresh allegations of abusive remarks. Journalist Yashir Ali spoke with 11 people who said she had, for example, called former co-host Judy Chen, who is an Asian American name such as Slanty Eyes and Wonton. Sound like she was racist, y'all guess? A lot of different nationalities, Caucasian, Chinese, Asians. Because if we were to use those names in real life, they'll think that we're saying something like, when sometimes we would say specs, we talk about a Mexican. Nowadays, they like to be called Hispanic. Because sometimes you can say the word Mexican instead in a way as if you said it in a bad way. But for her to see all these different names by 3 different races so far as we know of, yeah, I come to the conclusion that she's racist. And No excuse about, well, maybe she ignorant to the fact, maybe she's not sensitive and realize what she's saying. No, that's not it. But anyway, she decided to lead the talk show. The events of March 10 broadcast was upsetting to everyone involved, including the audience watching at home. As part of our review, we concluded that Sharon's behavior towards our co-host during March 10th episode did not align with our values for a respectful workplace. We also did not find any evidence that CBS executives orchestrated the discussion of blindsiding any of the hosts. This is what the station is writing. So we'll get y'all opinion on it later on if somebody want to discuss it. Osbourne has spoken on the issue via social media. Since her apology, Yahoo Entertainment has reached out for comment. Now, that's one way that one news outlet is saying it. Now, there's tons of news outlets, that's saying it. So y'all can go look it up because I'm not going to read another one. Okay, let me speak. Hey, good morning, Manny. Pinky Pink, Rob Black, and anybody else I didn't speak to so far that's here up in the sky. Okay, hold on 1 minute, y'all. I'm going to take a sip of my water. Oh, what is this? Oh, thank you. I don't know which one it is, but thank you for the Cash App. Which person is that? Thank you. Just look down. Oh, and thank you for the one yesterday, too. I'm not going to say the person's name, but if they say in my chat, you're welcome, then I know that it was okay for me saying that because some reason people don't like you say their name. I just looked down and saw that, so I appreciate it. I truly do. Okay, let me check something out. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me move right along. This ain't really got nothing to do with nobody specifically. You know how people be complaining about YouTube is dark? Oh, this getting ratchet, this getting toxic, this getting... Well, why are you watching something that you feel like is ratchet and messing with your spirit? If you like to watch it and to get to that point, why not just turn off for a minute? I mean, YouTube is big with millions of people. Watch something else. I'm not understanding everybody that's the people that's saying that. Move on if it's bothering you like that. What's the big deal? Why people complaining about that? I'll never get a chance to understand that. Ain't nobody making you stay on here. Ain't nobody making you watch nothing. So I don't know, y'all. It just sounds weird to me. Just move on. Don't y'all think that's weird? And I know I can get some likes. Ain't very many people here so well to like say, hey, Izzy, Libanos. I hope I pronounced your name right. Libanos. I hope I pronounced it right. Let me see. Yeah, so just move on. Can anybody understand why somebody would torture yourself? Yeah, if you can't seek therapy. It's all kind of people on here. Now, I'm not the one that wanted to come on here, and act holier than thou. But there's other people be saying stuff, oh, bless, and putting church with me, this and that. Well, thank you for seeing the God in me. Thank you for seeing me for who I really am for real. But I never came on here and said I was a prophetess, I was a minister, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And first of all, the way I come up when you're a minister, pastor, something God teach you. Your Bible study at your school, your Sunday school, you learn, you read the Bible, you learn on your own. It was, and I hate to say that because I'm not prejudiced, but about going to seminary school, Black people, when I was coming up, just didn't do that. They was taught at their church. And then you just knew in your spirit when you became a pastor or a minister. Then once that happened, you read other literature on your own. Nowadays they have the school. I don't think the school can teach you nothing but break down the spirit, the scripture stuff, but then you're not learning it through the spirit. So I'm just saying that like that real fast. And let me move away from the religious thing. But that's just how I feel. Because you got somebody that time I'm a minister because I went to school. No, but did God teach you? Do you have any spirit in you? I don't see it in here on you the way you became on. And that's why if people want advice, why are you coming to this sector YouTube? I don't want no advice from nobody that's with all the mess. And what I mean by that, Can't nobody on here give me no advice, and you one of the ones that be every single where the mess is. Every channel that got the mess. Some of the panels that got the mess. Then you want to preach a word to me? No, you can't do that. So if y'all really need advice like that, don't come to the YouTube. If you do, well, then there's a whole sector with TV evangelists, pastors, and so forth and so forth. Go there. I mean, why come here? I have people come in my chat, in my panel. I'm not going to listen to them. They can't teach me. Especially you somewhere commenting on all the mess as well. And I'm not saying this for one specific person. I just don't feel like, I've been watching people for the last 2 or 3 weeks, call themselves going different places, giving people advice. And they have been a part of the most messiest and notorious group, so-called group on here. Then they want to come on here when something happened and act holier than now and try to give somebody some advice. Now, one person in particular, though, was trying to give somebody advice. They wouldn't accept it. I don't blame them. How could somebody respect you when they see you there? You over here with us. I'm not going to even try to do that. And I haven't. So the jacket that's put on me about, oh, where's our church? Who's the pastor? I never came on here and talked like that to y'all. So stop reaching. Now back to what I was saying. So you want to complain about this and that? Don't watch. That's all you got to do. Don't watch. And let me grab my gadget too, because sometimes you want to go along. Not that I'm going to stay in it. Okay, let me see where I'm at. All right. Let me turn it down. Okay. Okay. Exactly, Diana Duncan, exactly. Exactly. So anyway, y'all hold on 1 minute because I'm trying to see what my husband did call me for. Hold on. Okay, y'all. So anyway, thanks for being patient. So I want to read some stuff I just went across. Yeah, if you want God's advice, go to God. That's true. Now, somebody just said something along the line that said what I'm saying, and I know they understand what I'm saying. Right here, Rob Black, you're right. If God called you to preach, there's no need for you to go to school. And so, but that's the new thing, I guess. But that's what came up, and that's how my church is now. That's how most of the ministers are now. The Bible school, the Sunday school, and the church on Sundays teaches you, and you pray for the Spirit, and the Spirit comes up. It teaches you. If anybody get what I'm saying. Now I know there are a lot of other religions that go to school, and that's how they learn. But school can't teach you the Spirit. It's something within you, and you will know it. So you're going to go to school and then get a thing and tell me, well, I'm a minister. What? No, So all I know is all the pastors I grew up with and ones these days was taught by God. And when you finish one book in the Sunday school, you go to another book. And I got so many books in there, you go to a lot of literature on your own, y'all. And then it's a touchy subject. And by me saying this, it's like I'm going biblical, but I'm not. So let me get back to what I was saying. So why are people so upset about that, though? oh, this happening, that happening. Well, just don't watch it. Okay, now let me move on. I never saw so many people in here, and young and old, especially grown people that play games on the phone. Now, I'm listening to Lady Nika. Actually, Deanna was on this morning. I caught a little bit, and it was an issue about somebody playing on the phone, constantly calling Lady Nika all night from Google numbers. That got to be a mental issue. Who does that? Who's mad enough at somebody on here to get on the phone on here and play games all night on the phone? Y'all, that's sick. That's sick, as far as I'm concerned. Who does that? Now I know it's got to be a way you can find out who got that Google number. But do anybody want to take time and go through all that foolishness? That's just silly. That's just silly, y'all. Who does that? Who actually does that? That's crazy, as far as I'm concerned. That's a purity nut when somebody does that. And I already know I'm not gonna stay on here long, y'all, because I've seen somebody come on who I really, 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 really want to watch. I've been watching a little bit of it too. Yes, indeed, y'all. Spilly Boy came on with a cleanup, and it just went across my thing. And I want to watch him, y'all. But I'm gonna be back. I promise. I want to see it, and I know it's gonna be about it. And that's why I want to watch it, because I played a little bit of the Muppet yesterday, arguing with Dimples. Last night, some things went on too, with the Dimple situation, and I really do want to hear that cleanup. So, do y'all mind? Let me see. Right, Miss Bless, that's to be playing. Do y'all mind? I'm not deserting y'all. Right, Miss Bless. And I don't ever get a chance to watch them. So today's Saturday. I kind of want to get a chance to watch some stuff. That be playing on someone. Yeah, I really want to get a chance to watch some stuff because I'm always missing them. And I catch the replays, but it's not like the live. Jay Wilson was never called to preach nor pastor. He answered the wrong. Yeah, he must have answered the wrong phone. So yeah, we will be back, folks. I don't get a chance. This is Saturday. He don't usually do it, and I be looking for him. So I'm gonna come back on later on for real, y'all. Okay, thank you, Lisa Ray. I really want to catch you live for real this morning. So thanks for coming. And that was all I have for right now. I was going to get into why people watch toxic stuff on here and then complain at the same time. These people are playing on phone lines are showing the real signs of mental illness. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's really sick. We're going to come back and talk about the mental illness of that part of it. Not no abuse, but the way people play. They really have life. So with that said, Diane, Duck, and everybody, I'm gonna come back again later on. Okay. See y'all in a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my breakfast while I'm catching some of that live. Toodaloo.